Hi, happy nice day today. Well, this is where the trench is. So this is 1 acre. This is half my property here. I have not started using much of anything in here aside from the leach field for the septic tank, which is already growing over. So hoorah. But so what I'm doing today is I'm continuing on with this water management, and what I'm really aiming for now is capturing and storing large volumes. While it doesn't rain super often here, it'll rain hard. Uh, Currently, I'm using about 7,200 gallons of water annually between drinking and bathing and dishes and water. That is my usage. After a couple of years, I'm able to figure it out. So, I was also figuring that once I start getting food going here and cropping and expanding the animals, I'd at least be tripling that water consumption, right? So we're pushing 22,000 gallons. So what I thought was, that's not an impossible amount to catch here, given the volume of rain that falls when it falls. So I've been drawing up, looking at the landscape, looking at this trench, noticing I got a lot that goes down right there. So aside from planting this, and I still love that, and I'm still gonna stash a tank up here for backup watering, but now this is going to be a rain catchment system. Wells here are very deep. The well company has, I've reached out, and it's a $50,000 project, so I'm pretty comfortable that I can develop this project for half of that. The 20,000 gallon tank that I'm looking for, I've already found it's about $8,000. Now, yeah, that's a lot, but look at the value. Okay, so don't be scared of the number. Just keep moving forward with the project. It's coming off the ground, so it needs multiple stages of filtration. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, but this low spot right here is looking like it's gonna be the home, and it's big. It'll be a 25 by 35 foot tank, but it's only 2 feet tall. So what I'm thinking is going underground with it, 5 feet deep, be about setting some 4-inch concrete walls. It's just one truck of concrete. It's about 200 cubic feet of material, plus the forms. So what it would have to do, it would have to come in here. It would have to collect from this spot, and this spot seems to be where I'm bringing it. And it has to go through multiple stages. What I would do is bring it in low to like a 500 or 600 gallon tank above ground, just sitting there, and then exit from that tank high up. So we're avoiding the sediment spilling out, and that tank will need regular maintenance. I'd imagine it's gonna get real muddy in there. But from there, coming out of that tank with a barrel filter, a couple other multiple stage of particle filters, and into the underground chamber. Now, sitting water for a year is terrible. So what you would do, maybe someone else got a better idea. I would be using like air pump, pond pumps on a bigger scale, judging by the volume of the water, how long, I'd spec it for 20,000 gallons, and then there's always enough, right? Obviously, I would need to design an overfill system. So this is a big project. Look at all this lawn I gotta cut. What the heck, dude? I'm in the desert. What is this? All right, whatever. Sidetrack. It's human again. But so that's where we're at. Let me show you how it goes on paper. This is where all the good ideas start in the green notebook. And so on the side there, I've marked that's the general water flow, the way it's going right now in the property. This is 1 acre. This is the acre I'm using to live on. So this black trench here is the one we've already dug. Got my little key there, right? All right, so this is the current water path that's going on. That's happening after I've already worked. So this is some proposed trenching, creating like a swale system on the driveway, the railroad tracks, continue that here. We'll carry this into the one I already dug a week before this one, right? And then the general flow, because then from here, because I hadn't flattened this out with the backhoe, so this is all a little elevated, so I can get the water to run around here. This is the shed, the garden, and the chicken coop, not to scale. And I think I can get it into a big old bladder tank right there, I reckon. And so that was like the general design, rough sketch page. This is the brainstorming materials and ideas page, and it's just whatever you think of, you could do, you write it down, right? So this is what I'm talking about the separate staging tank. It'll come in low, 600-gallon big tank, and then out real high. Multiple stages of filtration in between here to keep this as clean as you can. This will be underground. Probably do UV lights in there. I'm not sure, if the bladder tanks let light through. That's something I have to research. But for sure, air bubbling is a very good, effective method towards keeping it fresh. There's also pills like chlorine dioxide is a really good water purification. So that's that spot where the bladder tank sits, roughly be right about here. It's a really great spot for a shed. So it's a 25 by 35 by 5 foot deep hole. What I'm thinking is some telephone poles spanning the 25-foot side, build over it, trapdoor, 12-foot spacing on the poles. They're telephone poles, they could hold some weight. Notch them to set my boards. Oh, I'm getting real jiggy with it. I'm really having fun. I love brainstorming projects. That's a real good spot for a shed that's got to be covered and cool and trapdoor access. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Thanks for watching. Give a like and a subscribe. You'll know when the trenches are dug.